Warahmatullahi Taala Wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zuddin bin Abdul Alib, and I'm from Group 1, EMD5M7B. And for our topic, we choose BMW brand, and this is my group member. The first one is me, Muhammad Zuddin bin Abdul Alib, and the second one is Muhammad Hidayat bin Awang. And the third one is Muhammad Ikhwan bin Yahya. And the fourth one is Muhammad Karazmi bin Shahrin. And the last one is Wan Yusuf Katami bin Wan Hussein. Okay. For our work distribution, we distribute the work into 5 people, and each people take one topic. The first one is me, Muhammad Zuddin. I took the introduction and background of the company. Muhammad Ikhwan bin Yahya will take the manufacturing process and technology applied. Khairul Azmi will take the defects or quality issue occurred from the process. Wan Yusuf Katami will take the element of IR4 adopted by this company, and Muhammad Hidayat will take the SDGs or sustainable manufacturing that the company have implemented. And today I want to explain about the introduction and background of BMW. As we all know, BMW brand is a worldwide known, and almost every time we travel, we saw BMW car. So now I want to tell the history about BMW. Okay, from 1960, before the name BMW, they used the Flugmaschinenfabrik Gustav Otto company, which owned by the Gustav Otto and by Richard Werke AG BFW had merged. Then the Wright Motor 1K company became Bayerische Motoren Werke GmbH, which converted into AG Public Limited Company. 7 March 1960 is the foundation date of the BMW company, which is until today. And this is the emblem. At the start of 1970, each company product display BMW emblem, which is incorporate the Bavarian state colors. At the end of 1920s, the emblem made its first appearance in company advertising as rotating propeller. Okay, proceed to the next slide. Next slide. In the year 1922, after the end of the war, railway brakes and inboard engines are manufactured following the prohibition on the production of aero engines. Before that, the company was sold to North Bremse AG in 1920, then transferred the engine production, workforce, and production facility to the Bayerische Flugzeugwerke AG BFW, and relocated the facility at Munich Oberstwil Airfield. The main plant and headquarters still in this location today. At the year 1923, BMW announced its first motorcycle, which is the R32, shown in the diagram. Before this, the company only supplied engines rather than complete the vehicles. The concept of motorcycle are boxer engine with longitudinal cylinders and shaft drive. For the 1928, BMW purchased Fahrzeugfabrik Eisenach and became automobile manufacturer. BMW cars were made at Thuringia region on Germany until the World War broke out. The year 1933, BMW underwent transformation mobility company to an armament firm, which became the most important in German war economy, and new site developed for the armament demand. The production of motorcycles and automobiles continued, but the aero engine business line contributed the lion's share of the company's sales. In 1934, aircraft engine manufacture became autonomous as the company received substantial financial support from the German government. BMW AG outsourced its Aero Division to BMW Flugmaterabau GmbH. After 2 years, the two divisions combined and BMW included in the name in 1939. In the year 1936, the establishment of Shadow Plan Allied BMW AG and BMW Flugmotorenbau GmbH established Flugmotorenbau Allied GmbH and secretly subsidized with government funding. By 1941, the plant significantly expanded for industrial production of aircraft engines. In the 1939, BMW developed a-cooled aero engine, and 1 year later, before the threat of Second World War, BMW took over Brandenburgisch Motorwerke GmbH Bramo. Bramo is the facility that used to develop aircraft engine. And after the Second War, 1945, Allied soldiers requisitioned and occupied the BMW plant, and the company started focus on producing household appliance production. At this time, they call it stopgap, which is they stop the develop production of the car and motorcycle instead of help the war victim. Start 1948, the BMW start to produce more vehicle because the success they saw on the R24 motorcycle that being produced on 1945. Then at 1951, BMW post-war automobile was BMW 501 that built from 1952 and the year further. This car capable of 6 people sitting and enhanced and have powered enhanced version of 6-cylinder engine used in pre-war BMW 326. And 1961, new car was introduced, which is BMW 1500 model at the Frankfurt 1961 Frankfurt Motor Show. This model gives huge to the BMW reputation because of the unique design. In 1972, the company expanded to the South Africa, and BMW brought together all various motor racing activities within the new wholly owned subsidiary BMW Motorsport GmbH. Over the following years, the subsidiary earned countless motorsport success for BMW while contributing to sport BMW vehicles. In 1973, BMW started to build administrative tower block in north of Munich and soon to be known as the 4-cylinder building, which has become the trademark landmark of BMW. In 1990, the BMW Research and Innovation was brought into one place at Force and Innovation Munich. This is to make sure the innovation of BMW was keep growing. In 1994, BMW decided to build automobile production facility in USA and produce many models such as BMW, the Z3 and Roadster. Then the facility become bigger and produce much more models such as BMW X4, X3, X5 and X6. In the year 1998 and until now, we can see that the BMW company keep growing bigger and bigger. New type car introduced such as Rolls-Royce and Volkswagen, Mini Cooper and Mini Cooper. Rolls-Royce originally was taken from Volkswagen, and they improved the car and become one of the most important car on the BMW. More automobile facility are built around the world, such as Rolls-Royce plant at south coast of England and Shenyang, China. The latest model, which use electric motor, they give completely new car experience. BMW 30 production show that the new era of electric mobility. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ikhwan bin Yahya, and I will present to you the manufacturing process and the technology applied in manufacturing BMW cars. There are 4 steps in the manufacturing process. which are press shop, body shop, paint, and mounting. So let's take a look about the first manufacturing process. Press shop, high-tech material in top forms. In this process, the coils, which is consists of heavy rolls of steel and aluminium sheets, will be cut into boards, will be pulled, will be pressed in several steps, will be bent and punched, and thus will produce the molded part, such as the side frames, the hoods, the roof, and the doors. Next, we proceed to the second step, which is body shop precise finish. This is where all of 100 individual parts will be assembled into a body. All of the parts will be assembled by welding and also joining method such as spot welding, screwing, gluing, and also laser welding. All of the process will be performed by most modern robots with most precision that will be controlled by highly qualified employees. Then paint, brilliance with function. In this process, the car will be coated with 5 layer of coating. The first coating is the zinc phosphate layer, which will protect the car from the corrosion. The 4 more layers is for the layer of paint, which will protect from the environmental influence and also give the car durable color gloss. Lastly, mounting individual and precise. This process also can be called as the final assembly. This is where the welding process happen. Welding process means the engine, the transmission, exhaust and exhaust system will be mounted and screwed into the car body. The coordination of all the components is really important because it will determine the sheer driving pleasure for all of the consumer. And then the engine can be started and it ready to roll off the line. There are 3 technology that have been applied in BMW cars. The first one is automatic car park parking, where the car will drive automatically into empty space to park it. The second one is conventional urban parking solutions, where the application will navigate the parking space and also the traffic. The last one is the BMW eDrive technology, where it will uses the state-of-the-art plug-in hybrid components. These are the image for the automatic car park parking and also the convenient urban parking solutions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Khairul Azmi bin Shahrin, and I'll be discussing on the defects or quality issues occurred from the process. So, as we know, there are several defects that may occur during the manufacturing process. So, for the painting process, the defects that may occur are such as fading, sagging, chalking, and blooming. While the body shop process, which is commonly using spot welding or resistance spot welding, may experience such as spattering, indented surfaces, cracks, and asymmetrical. What is fading? Fading is the loss of one or more color pigments from the film of paint. So what causes it are sunlight, infrared, ultraviolet radiation, temperature variations, the use of dark color paints as it tends to absorb more radiation from the sunlight. Finally, it's the harsh environment condition. So how to prepare and prevent? By using the certified UV resistant paints or use lighter color paint as it tends to absorb less radiation. And finally, regular maintenance. Sagging occurs when the layer of paint applied falls downwards from the surface. So the causes are the excessive thickness of the coat, poor workmanship that can lead to inappropriate spraying technique, lack of surface preparation, and low viscosity. So to repair it, while the paint is still wet, immediately brush the paint to cover the surface evenly. But if the paint has dried, remove the paint using sandpaper first, then apply new coat. So how to prevent it is by avoiding painting during cold weather. So chalking is when there is a powder-like substances on the surface of the part. So the causes are the use of inferior quality paint and long exposure to sunlight. So how to repair and prevent can either be pressure wash or scrub to remove the defect. Use the water-based paint and lighter shade of paint. Finally, regular maintenance. Blooming is when the compound of water from condensation moves towards the painted surface. Hence, after evaporation, it will result in the formation of dull patch. So the causes are the use of fat thinness and poor quality paint, excessive humidity level, high air pressure, and poor workmanship. So how to repair and prevent? So first, the temperature must be maintained to a certain degree, which is 20 Celsius to 26 Celsius, using good quality paint. And finally, reduce the air pressure. Spattering. By using a great current to form the weld, it can create weld spatter. The spattered material is a loose metal that was burned away, which can weaken the overall strength of the finished product. Next is the indented surface. When the pressure applied is too high, this will lower the electric current resistance and keeping the metal from reaching proper welding temperature. Also, the part will be pressed tightly, which will result in weak weld. Cracks occur when there is lower pressure applied to the welded joint. This result in low tensile strength for the weld. So the last one is asymmetrical, which is due to the misaligned electrodes or the presence of foreign contaminants to the weld, which will create in weaker weld. So, in conclusion, we can conclude that the pressure applied is very important in avoiding the defects in resistant spot welding. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Wan Yusuf Khatami B1 Hussain. In this section, I will present element of IR 4.0 adopted by this company. So, what exactly is the fourth industrial revolution? According to the some authority website, it said it is a revolution in the industry sector to fully digitalize the production, which means it is a modernization of the system. Because of the BMW Group is a large corporation in the automotive industry, it has already implemented the innovation of the fourth industrial revolution, which is essential in order to remain competitive. For the BMW Group, the fourth industrial revolution opens up new opportunities for the entire production system. It is include enabling fulfillment of individual customer wishes and enhancing the flexibility and quality of production process. Digitalization technologies also are impacting the entire BMW Group production value chain, which every stage of production benefits from the use of digital process. So, what is the fourth industrial revolution implemented by BMW Group? First, we look into the smart data analytics. Artificial intelligence relieves employees of monotonous tasks. The use of artificial intelligence supporting employees in the production is efficient and reliable technology ensures employees do not have to check model inscription again or the data during the final inspection. For instance, this is now taken care of AI system, which alert the employee in an inscription is not correct. Virtual reality for process optimization. In virtual reality, a 3D environment can be simulated in real time. It creates virtual space and scenarios that can be used to optimize processes and safety, for example, for the logistics sector. Second, we will look into the smart logistic technology. Smart data technologies. Smart data technologies provide real-time supply chain information. This allows supply delivery to each platform to be adjusted quickly and flexible to changing conditions. They also have autonomous target train. The use of autonomous target train in assembly logistics. It acts like a smart transport robot and moves assembly components to various assembly platforms. These autonomous target trains are using laser signals to navigate through the production halls. Next is the innovative automation. A collaboration with lightweight robots, or we can call it as robotic arms. Collaboration with robotic work directly alongside employees, where they perform strenuous and high precision tasks. They also implemented exoskeleton. The exoskeleton is like a second skeleton that serves as an external support structure for the worker's body, including arms, legs, and back. Lastly, BMW Group also implements additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing in prototyping, also known as 3D printing. In official BMW website, they claim use additive manufacturing in prototyping since 1990 and has continued to develop these technologies. And in 2010, they used this technology in standard production. And then by 2019, it said the company additively manufactured around 300,000 parts for product manufacturing.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hidayat Benci Awang. I am going to show you about Sustainable Development Goals or Sustainable Manufacturing that the company have been implemented. So here how I am going to do it. First of all, what is SDG in BMW company? The answer are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which form the heart of the 2013 agenda to shape economic growth in an equitable and environmentally sound manner, were adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in autumn 2015. The BMW Group is dedicated to the implementation of this new social contract and the achievement of the SDGs that serve as its cornerstone. Through our sustainability strategy and a focus on our value chain, we are addressing the SDG where we feel we can have the most effect. Plus, the Mini takes the state campaign, for example, generate funds for Feeding America, a network of more than 200 food banks that feed. The first point is sustainable cities and communities. They aspire to modify mobility patterns in chosen metropolitan regions in a sustainable way with our integrated mobility service and new techniques. Among these are our car sharing service Drive Now and Reach Now, which are gradually offering electric vehicle as well as an electric scooter developed specifically for city commuter traffic. The BMW Group supports the paradigm shift from cities design for automobiles to cities design for people by establishing the Urban Mobility Competence Center in 2015. Furthermore, through its investment fund BMW I Ventures, which has registered office in Silicon Valley, the BMW Group invests in potential mobility startups. Then, Sustainable Development Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Per car manufacturer, we continue to cut carbon dioxide emissions and resource consumption. The joint venture Digital Energy Solution, which was created in 2015, also provide digital-based service to small and medium-sized business with the goal of better utilizing renewable energy potential. The joint venture Enquiry, which was created in September 2016, also promotes auto part recycling. Lastly, climate action means electromobility is an important part of our carbon dioxide reduction strategy. We are steadily expanding the proportion of electrified drive system in our model line, contributing not only to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, but also to the improvement of urban air quality. The BMW Group aims to set at least 140,000 electric and plug-in hybrid cars worldwide by the end of this year, and it is on track to meet that global. Last but not least, we want to tell you that the BMW Group is committed to finding new and creative way to contribute the advancing the sustainable development goals on both global and local levels.